Okay, so tomorrow y'all are doing area. So we're kind of moving through it fast and furious, but we're going to mix it up the next 2 days. So they're not just going to hear it once. Tell them anytime they hear the word area, we want them to think squarea. So area is on the inside of a figure and it's in square units. So area is inside squares. And we're going to call area squarea. So anytime we see area, it's the squarea inside. So this one is also to the tune of row, row, row your boat. And this one's where I kind of built a square where, I don't know if I can do it. Let's see. Or you would say square, square, squarea. Count the squares inside. Find the length, find the width, and you multiply. And then we usually went, huh. So rim, rim, perimeter is all the way around. You add the sides together and write the unit down. Square, 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 yeah, you count the squares inside. Or find the length and find the width, and you multiply. Huh. So the good thing is if you forget this, you can look on your star chart. So flip them to the back of the star chart and record your perimeter formulas. Go ahead and choose the 2 length plus 2 widths. Or if it's the square, it's the 4s. And then area says area equals length times width. Well, let's look at this. First of all, we're going to find the perimeter and the area. Let's go with the perimeter first. The rim, rim, perimeter is all the way around. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight all the way around. So let's start going up. 1, 2, 3. Do y'all see what I did? All right, y'all get with me. So 3. Now let's go across the top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go down. 11, 12, 13. Across. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So all the way around is 20 units. That's the rim, rim, perimeter. Because the rim is all the way around. Now, square, square, squarea, count the squares inside. So we could literally count the squares inside. Let's put check marks as we count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21 squares inside because area is the squarea. The squares inside. Or find the length, find the width, and multiply. Well, y'all count real quick and then raise your hand when you have the length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ask them to say it out loud. It's 7. All right, what is the width? 3. All right, and the formula says length times width. So length times the width. Well, what is multiplication? Yeah, it's repeated addition. And it's also groups of, correct? So what you're saying is you have 7 groups of 3. Yep, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 groups of 3. Or it's 3 repeated 7s. 7 plus 7 plus 7. That is why squarea, area, is multiplied, because you are repeating the squares. They're in even rows and even columns. All right, so if I wanted to find the area, the squarea, how could I find the squarea? Count the squares inside. All right, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we know it's a length of 7. And it's 7, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 groups of 5. Well, let's count by 5s, y'all. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. There are 35 squares inside. Squarea, area, the squares inside. Okay, if I want to find the rim, rim, perimeter, where do I look? All the way around. So I'd crawl around and add a 7, a 5. What would be right here? Another 7 and another 5. Yeah, because opposite sides are congruent. So look at your perimeter formula. 2 lengths plus 2 widths. What are the 2 lengths? 14. And the 2 widths? 10. Which makes sense because if I do the 2 lengths and the 2 widths, I'm all the way around. And yes, that's 24 units all the way around. Okay, let's label the dimensions. The length is 2. The width is 2. How should I know? Why does that make sense? Yeah, it's a square. So let's label all of its edges. All right, if I want the rim-rim-rimmeter, where's the rim-rim-rimmeter? All the way around. How do I find it? Add the sides together, write the unit down. 2, 4, 6, 8. But if I want the square, square, squarea, count the squares inside. Or find the length, find the width, and you multiply. Why do we multiply for area? Yes, the formula, the recipe tells us. And that might be something y'all want to remind them, that a formula is a recipe. If you follow it, you get the ingredient, or you get the product. Length times width. It's because it's groups. 2 groups of 2. 1, 2. So 4 square units inside. See the 4 squares? All right, so then complete a Venn diagram. One side will be perimeter. One side will be area. And something in the middle. Well, what do y'all want to write for the rim-rim-rimmeter? Yeah, it's the rim, which is all the way around. All the way around what? The pole? All the way around an object. 3D or 2D? Yeah, a 2-dimensional object, flat. All right, area. Area is the squarea. Where are the squares? Inside. Inside what? An object. What type of object? A flat, a plane, remember? Plane also is a synonym for flat. So, perimeter is all the way around. Square, square, square is inside. What's something the same about both of them? Yep, right there. They both deal with plane figures. They both deal with 2D flat objects. They both use length and width. So that's just kind of a discussion piece. I gotta stir my macaroni. I think one time earlier this year, it was macaroni. And yep, you guessed it. Fishy sticks. That's what the kids like. That's what they get. All right. So class, read about the rug. They read. All right. What are we looking for? We're looking for the perimeter of the rug meters. Do you see the model of the rug? No. So if you don't see it, that's right. Draw it. So we draw a rectangle. What should we do then? I think we just had this one yesterday. Oh, well, they should be good at it. We did have this one. Sorry, I didn't realize I copied the same one. It has a width of 3. And the length is 2 greater than the width. So this length right here is 2 greater than 3. How do we get 2 greater than 3? We add, so this is 5 and 5. All right, if I want the perimeter, where's the perimeter, y'all? Yep, rim-rim-rimmeter all the way around. So it's 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, which is 10 plus 6. So 16. Yes, we did this one yesterday is what you tell them. Yes, I know. La, la, la. I'm sorry. I do not want my fishy sticks to burn. Then the kids will tell me how they're ruined. All right. Boys, read the next one. Okay, there are 4 words. If there were 4 words, most important words, could you find which 4? How much larger? Yes, I want one more word though, 4. How much larger than, dun, 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 versus how much more is this area than this area, versus what is different about this one than this one. And the answer to subtraction is a difference. Now, if I want the area, where's the area? Area is squarea. Where are the squares? They're inside. Or we can find the length and width and multiply. We have 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 groups of 1, 2, 3, 4. 8 groups of 4 is what? 32. Let's label that inside. There are 32 squares inside. What if I'm not good at my multiplication? Yeah, I could count them. On this one, you have 1, 2, 3 groups of 5. 5, 10, 15. 15 what? Squares inside. How much greater is 32 than 15? So we're finding a difference, which I would make them label difference if I could hold this still and write. Is 2 enough to pull 5 out of? Can you pull 5 from 2? No. So we're going to take away one of our 10s. We have 2 10s. You're going to regroup one rod into the 10 singles. How many are already there? 2. So this makes 12 minus 5. Well, I have 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's 7. And then 2 minus 1 is 1. I should have drawn 3, huh? There were 3. 17 square units. Or square centimeters. I can't write, but I would definitely. All right, so on this one, we want area, rectangle, dimensions 4 and 5. Well, do you see a rectangle? Nope, so what should you do? Yep, you should draw it. What should I label it? 4 and 5. All right, if I want the area, what are we looking for? Yep, the squarea. The squares we're at. Inside. Or I can find the length, find the width, and multiply. 5 times 4. Let's write the formula. Area is length times width. I would ask them, don't tell them. Ask them what the formula is. 5 times 4 is 20. 20 what? Square units. With area, we must use the word square. Squares. What if I said you had to prove it was the 20 square units? What could you draw? You'd have to draw what inside? Squares. Well, that's when you use the numbers like 4, as in 4 rows. And then 5, as in 5 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 groups of 4. 20. That's why we have to say square, because when you do even groups, even rows and even columns, you make squares. And squares, are they 2D or 3D? Yeah, they're 2D. They only have 2 dimensions. They have length and they have width. All right, you want the area of this whole model. So we want squarea. Where are the squares? Inside. How can we find the area? Find the length, find the width, and we multiply. Now this one, you can do it 2 ways. They've broken it into 2. So this one is 10 groups of 9, which would be what? 90. 90 what? Squares inside. And if you blocked that out, this one would have 9 groups of 7, which would be 70 squares. And I could draw that too, because I could have 9 rows. Mine are not pretty because I can't do this like that. And then over here I'd have 10 columns. So there'd be 90. And then 7 columns over here. And I'd ask the kids, do you want to count each square? Heck no, you want to use the formula. I know 9 plus 7 is 16. So 90 plus 70 is 160 square units. I gotta check this. Yipperdoodle. Looks done to me. Almost done here too. All right, girls, read us about Amy. So the girls read. We're looking for the area of the rug. What shape is the rug? Doesn't tell us. Well, what do y'all think it is? Why do you think it's a rectangle? Yes, because one side is different than the other. Yep. If it was a square, the number would be the same. All right, so the long length is the long number, 15 feet. Write your unit. And then we've got a 3 feet width. If I said to draw this, how many rows would we draw? 3. How many columns? 15. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You get the idea. All right, so what are we seeing? We're seeing repeated rows of squares. So 15 groups of 3, because square, square, squarea. Count the squares inside. Find the length, find the width, and you multiply. So if we have 3 groups of 15, what's 3 times 5? 15, and then 3 plus 1, 4. 45 squares inside. All right, read us the next one. We want side length of a square with perimeter 60. So what are we looking for? A side length. So we're looking for one side, right? A side length. What is this side length? What else do we know? It's a square with a perimeter of 60. Well, where's the rim-rim-rimeter? All the way around, right? The rim-rim-rimeter. It's all the way around. How do you find the rim-rim-rimeter? You add the sides together. You write the unit down. So the perimeter equals 60 meters. How do you find perimeter? You add all sides. So are all sides 60? No. This side plus this side plus this side plus this side is 60. So how would we do this? Well, do you think each side is 240? No, because that would be more. So what if this were 30? To find the rim-rim-rimeter, you'd add 30 plus 30 plus 30 plus 30. And that's not going to work, and it's going to end up being 15. All right, and this one, you want square feet of carpet Sonia needs. So I want square feet carpet needed to cover dining room. Okay, cover. If you cover the floor, and what shape would their floor be? Be a rectangle because opposite numbers. Squares would have the same. So long number, long side. So